I didn't know that I had played the least amount of minutes in NCAA history to be drafted that high until Kyrie Irving. He played less games than I did. So now I'm second fewest minutes ever to be drafted as high as I was drafted.
Jamal was drafted by Cleveland, but never made it there, getting shipped to Chicago in a draft day trade. The best part of that for Jamal, he was able to meet his childhood idol.
One morning, Tim Grover, his trainer, called me at like 7 in the morning. It was like, interested you could meet him. So I rushed down there. It's before shoot. We had a game. I'll never forget it. I rushed down there before shoot around, and it was 7 in the morning, and Michael had already been working out for an hour. And it was just me, him, and Grover in the weight room. He was working out. We were just talking, and I couldn't believe it. Like I was blown away. And I started working out with him. He picked me to be in a commercial with him. His Gatorade commercial where it's the old Jordan versus the new Jordan when he's coming back to the Wizards. And I played the young Jordan with my little peanut head up there. You could see it if you YouTube it. But it was just great being around him, getting knowledge from him, going to his house, working out with him. It was really cool. You would think, like, you play with 6 teams, you've been traded a lot, because I played for Chicago 4 years. I left Chicago to go get more money in New York, so that was a business decision on my part. I'm in New York. The only reason why they traded me and Zach Randolph, were both averaging 20 points at the time, both leading scorers on the team, is because they had to get under the cap for the 2010 free agency to get a chance to LeBron. Who can argue that? It's LeBron James and Dwayne and Joe Johnson, that whole class. So cool. So I go to Golden State, average 20 points. Zach goes to the Clippers the same day. Then it's like, down there, it's like, I don't know if you and Monte can kind of, coexist. So, and Monte was hurt at the time. He just had the motorcycle accident. So I played a lot of the bulk of the time without him, last 20 games with him or whatever. Average 20, I get traded that summer. So now that's my second trade. So from New York there and there to Atlanta. Go to Atlanta, win 6th Man of the Year. First time coming off the bench, we go to playoffs, all these wonderful things, but their funds are kind of tied up. Joe Johnson just signs for $120 million. Al Horford signs for 60. Josh Smith and Marvin already signed. So their funds are tied up. Now in the lockout season, I'm one of the top free agents out there. I go to Portland for a 1-year deal. We start out number 1 in the West the first 3 weeks or whatever. By March, the team blows up, coach gets fired, 3 players get traded, so now we're rebuilding in the same year. We're just number 1 in the West the first month of the season. Everybody's like, oh, he lost his step. There's no way. I go to LA and everybody's like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of an eye-opener.
Oh, he almost broke World Peace's ankles.
He's got him spinning around, I'll tell you that.
He sent World into a different hemisphere with that one.
Yes, he did.
LA probably doesn't happen without Portland. Like how bad Portland was drove me that summer. I was like, okay, I'm gonna show them that I still got this. And going to a team that was gonna be better than any team I ever played on, with 2 superstars and everything in place, it was just, I was ready for it.
The screen Komodo. Defender goes down, basket goes up and in.
The crowd went crazy.
After watching them so long, like I know for other people, they're like, oh man, watch this. And I'm like, man, I've seen this since day one. Like nothing he does impress me, but there are times where still like some of his moves, he'll put a remix on it and I'll be like, wow. Like, and he does impress me sometimes. Just when I thought I've seen it all, probably the most out of anybody, but it's always every once in a while where I'm like, dang, this guy, man.
Bingo!
Things that he can do with the basketball and his irking jerks, and he'll put that on the string and step back and all that. That don't surprise me. He had that in high school. That's why he can dominate a game by himself.
I promise you, like, there's no drill I could show you that I did that, like, okay, you did this and now it equal to what he's doing now. I think my mind works quicker on the court because I see what's open already. I just have to get the ball to that spot. So all the reaction, and for me, I think that's tougher to guard than anything else because it's not scripted in my mind. I'm just, whatever happens, I'm ready for it. I'm looking at how they're guarding me, I'm looking at what's behind them. Because how they're guarding me, they're gonna try to take away something, whether it be my right hand, whether it be my left hand, whether they wanna get closer and they're pushing me to drive the basketball. And I see that. I'm never really worried about the guy guarding me because I feel like I can get around him or I can lose him. So I'm looking around you, but I see somebody there, so I have to get around that person or draw that person in so I can make a play to somebody else. I'm never really concerned about who's guarding around. And it's not, I'm not trying to be cocky or anything. I'm trying to tell you what I see when I have the ball.
Once he gets on the floor, he's gonna give you points. He can score 20 to 30 points whenever he feels like it, and I think that's a gift. A gift when you can come on the floor and you can score at any time you will, when you want to. And the way he shoots the basketball is just incredible. He's just a great, great scorer.
Behind his back, goes down the lane, hangs and scores.
Does anybody shoot it softer? That answer's no.
My kids are probably my best friends. They love you for you, and it's genuine. They're not jaded. I want to be in their lives. I want to be with them every single day. Like, I don't want to be without them.